back from the dead.
Hey guys, so in today's video I'm here with this dramatic cut crease. I was really inspired by this look right here, and I've been trying for so long to achieve a cut crease and it just hasn't happened. So today I wasn't even supposed to film. I just sat down at my makeup desk and I was like, you know what, let me try to do this look. So I did the one eye and it came out perfect, and I was so happy. I was so excited because I tried so long to do a cut crease, and they are really hard to achieve. So don't feel like you guys can never do a cut crease. Just keep practicing. I really go in depth with this tutorial, so hopefully it helps you guys out a lot. But I really love how this look came out. It's very dramatic, a bold lip. You have to go for a nude lip, but I was going to go all out. So I really love how this look came out. I hope you guys enjoy it as much as I did. Please do not forget to follow me on all my social media websites, Snapchat, Twitter, and Instagram. And also subscribe to me, of course. So yeah, if you guys want to get this cut crease look, then just keep on watching. Bye guys. Taking the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette, I'm taking the shade Burnt Orange with my MAC 224 brush. Now, I'm not going to be putting this directly in our crease. What we're going to be doing is putting this a little bit above our crease and then winging it out. You want to make sure to also get in that inner corner area. Going back into that same palette, I'm taking Regard. It's a really nice dark orange. And with my Morphe M441 brush, we're going to be putting this a little bit lower than the first shade we used. And again, as you see, I'm winging out the shade. You want to make sure with all the shades that we're using, you don't put it directly in your crease. We're essentially going to be making a new crease. Then as you see, I'm doing circular motions and windshield wiper motions to really smoke it out. Now with the cut crease, you really don't want to make it too smoky or really, you know, kind of blend it. You want to essentially have that line there to kind of act as your cut crease. So we're not blending out the shades too much, but it's enough to where it's not a real harsh line. Then I go back into that MAC brush and to make sure it is further blended. Now taking the Morphe 35F palette, I'm taking this really nice kind of brownish red. It's very light. What we're going to be doing is tracing our cut crease. I'm taking my Crown Angle Liner brush, something that is really small to get in our crease area. Now, we're not going to be going directly where our crease is. We're going to be going a little bit higher, so when we look straight ahead, you see that nice line. So you want to make sure when you're doing this to look straight ahead to make sure it's not covered by your crease. Now, as you see, we're going to be using this as our trace shade, so it's not going to be too dark. We want to pick a shade that is kind of light, so if you mess up, you can fix that. So once I have that line, I like to blend it out in upward motions. Instead of going in downward motions, we're going to be pulling the shade up to look a little bit more smoky. Now going back into the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette, I'm taking Cypress Umbrum. This is actually going to be the color of our cut crease. It's a really nice dark brown. I'm taking that same angle liner brush and just tracing that line we did earlier. Then as you see, to blend it, I'm taking the shade and I'm blending it upwards, and then of course I'm winging it out like I do with all of the shades. So you want to make sure to really blend it upwards to really make sure it's nice and smoky, but you still do have that nice line there. Then I go back into that brush to make sure it is further blended. I also go back into that Morphe brush and pack a little bit of that Cypress Umbrum color on it just to further blend it, and again doing an upward motion. You want to make sure not to blend out the cut crease too much because it is a cut crease, so you do want that distinct line right there. Also, what I had troubles with when I did try to practice a cut crease before and it didn't work out too well is you definitely want to make sure you do it above your crease. That was always my problem. I've always had the cut crease line directly in my crease, and then I would end up not even seeing it at all. So definitely my number one tip to you when you're doing a cut crease is to do it above your crease. Now we're going to go ahead and clean it up. This is the good part about a cut crease, is where you can clean up your mistakes and clean up your lines. So I'm going into my MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot with my Sedona Lace brush, and I'm just packing this all over my entire lid and carving out my cut crease. Once I have that soft ochre paint pot on, I like to go back in with that dark shade and really make sure my cut crease is nice and dark and defined. Now for the lid shade, I'm taking the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in the shade Milk. This is going to be our lid shade. You can use any shade you want. You can use a glitter, you can use a pink, you can use a blue, any shade for the lid you can definitely do. So first I'm going in with the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil because it's really nice and white. And again, we're doing the same thing we did the MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot. Then you want to make sure you set it because this is very tacky. So I'm going into the Morphe 35B palette and I'm taking the stark white shade and just setting that wherever we put that NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil. Then, of course, going back into that shade, I'm going to make sure my line and my cut crease is nice and dark and defined, because sometimes that white shade can kind of get on top of it. Now for the wing liner, I'm taking the e.l.f. liquid liner in the shade Jet Black. So what you want to do with this is do your normal wing liner, but instead you want to make sure that the cut crease shade does not touch the wing liner and you have that white in the middle of them separating it. So you definitely want to make sure not to connect them, because that's what makes it really unique and fun with this look. So then once I have done that, I like to go back into that NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil or that white shade and just clean it up in the middle to make it really defined. Then I went in with my lashes. I took the Kiss Falsies in the shade Flirty. Now for the face, we'll finish the eyes up later. For my foundation, I'm taking a really full coverage one because this look is very just dramatic. So for that, I'm taking a Makeupforever Ultra HD foundation stick. I absolutely love this foundation. And I'm blending that with my damp beauty blender. To highlight as well as conceal, I'm taking my Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer in Light. I just showed you one eye because I usually do it in every video. I also did highlight the center of my face as well. Then I like to go in and set that so it does not crease. I use the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. I use Lyric and Levitation and quickly set my under eyes. Now to smoke out the bottom lash, I'm going back into the Anastasia palette, taking Burnt Orange, Regar, and Cypress Umbrum with my MAC 212 brush. I didn't use every shade that I use, so I just used these three from the Anastasia palette just to really smoke it out and have some definition on the lower lash line. Then I also did Tightline and do my waterline using the Marc Jacobs eyeliner. This is so amazing. I got this from the little gift at Sephora, but it's so amazing. I definitely have to get the full size of this because it glides on so nicely. For my bottom mascara, I use the L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara. I can really just take a minute to see how amazing this made my bottom lashes look. It looked like I was wearing falsies. This is my favorite mascara. I highly recommend it. I can't tell you enough. Then for the inner corner, I wanted to have a little bit of glitter, so I'm taking the Wet n Wild glitter. This is a silver glitter, and packing that on my inner corner. I did my brows off camera, so for my brow bone highlight, I'm taking Tempura from the Anastasia palette, and that is it for this look. I really love how it came out. Now to finish off the face, we're going to contour using the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Medium Dark. To bronze up my face, I'm taking the Makeupforever Pro Sculpting Duo, and I'm taking the dark shade in that palette and just bronzing up my temples, the sides of my nose, and my cheekbones as well. For my blush, I'm taking the Sigma Pet Name Blush. This has been my favorite lately. It's a really nice nudie peachy blush. And lastly, for highlight, I'm taking Pearl from Becca and highlighting my cheekbones, on the bridge of my nose, and my cupid's bow, and basically everywhere. And lastly, for lips, I'm taking Milani's liquid lipstick in the shade Crush. I hope you guys really enjoyed this cut crease tutorial. And if you did, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe down below to my channel and all my other social media websites. I love you guys so much. I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.
Are you ready? Let's go. We're back from the dead. We're back from the dead.